When you think of Deadpool, you probably picture the unkillable guy in red spandex cracking jokes. But there's more to him than just the laughs and chaos. His name hints at something deeper. He's not your typical superhero. There's a unique charm to him that pulls back the curtain on what it truly means to be an anti-hero. So what's really going on in his head? Is his twisted humor just a mask, or is there something darker beneath the surface? Well, Deadpool, aka Wade Wilson, is anything but simple. The guy's origins are shrouded in mystery. It's a mystery that keeps people guessing where this red spandex guy really came from. Some even tell a tale of the guy having a traumatic past filled with an abusive upbringing, while others talk about a conflicting early life where his father trained him to be a killer during his time in the military. Both histories might or might not be true. But one thing's for sure, it's this uncertainty in his past life that has created such complexity in Deadpool's character, contributing to his unstable mental state. But that's not all. The guy also had this backstory of having been diagnosed with cancer. Now, you might be thinking, how can someone diagnosed with cancer end up being an anti-hero? He should have been dead already and we would get on with our normal lives. However, thanks to the Marvels, everything in that dream space is possible. Wade Wilson's diagnosis with cancer might be the best miracle he had ever received. This dreadful news could have a profound impact to anyone. However, to Wade, it changed his life forever. In a desperate plea to save his life, he decided to offer his body as a test subject for the Weapon X program. At first glance, it might seem like a rash decision, considering he might have had a few days left to live while the experiment offered no guarantee of survival. But at that point, the guy might have had no desire to continue living. It seemed more like a gamble, since even if he had lived those few days, his life would have been shrouded in fear and anxiety due to the diagnosis. You see, living with cancer is no joke. You can easily forget those around you, no matter how much they love you. It feels as if you're in your own world that is slowly falling apart, without giving you the exact day it will end you. It's pretty devastating. But for Wade, he didn't have to endure all that. He went into the experiment believing he would face whatever came his way head-on. The program only had one aim, to replicate Wolverine's abilities. You know how these companies work, they always aim to create something that they can easily control. And that was exactly Wade's purpose. He was exposed to different brutal experiments that left some serious and mixed blessings. Talk about a blessing and a curse. Although now our guy could live, the experiment left some severe side effects. It gave him incredible healing effects, but at the same time it made his cancer go wild. The cancer spread through every part of his body, disfiguring him. He was more of a zombie compared to a normal human. On the bright side, he could live again. This constant state of his body fighting cancer while simultaneously healing had left him in perpetual pain, a torment that would drive anyone to the brink of insanity. Now, you might think you know a thing or two about Deadpool and how he came to be. However, his tale is far from being over. What really fascinates about his character is his unique coping mechanism. This was so crucial in shaping Deadpool into who he became. The guy had several mechanisms to deal with his troubles. The first was the use of dark humor as a shield. After enduring such physical and emotional pain, there's always some residual that haunts you. And if you're not careful, you can live with it forever. Deadpool is no exception. To cope, Wade uses humor to deflect and process his ongoing trauma. You can even call it a talent. His ability to turn his suffering into jokes is remarkable. To some extent, it's relatable, as making light of tragic experiences often helps people manage their pain. This approach allowed him to at least get back on his feet and take control of his experiences, finding light in his darkness. But here's the thing, Deadpool's humor isn't just about the show. It's something more. It's a vital part of how he manages to keep going despite everything he's been through. Another coping mechanism was his ability to break the fourth wall. What do I mean by this, you may ask? Well, this is the ability to speak directly to the viewers. The guy provided some sort of meta commentary and self-awareness, unlike other characters in Marvel. Deadpool has had a very relatable experience to everyday life. Furthermore, his way of structuring humor is a source of entertainment to the viewers. It creates an environment that can make a viewer see themselves from the eyes of Deadpool and at the same time feel the entertainment. On the other hand, when you look at how he uses the mechanism, it's like he creates a sense of distance from his pain and trauma. As if he's saying, none of this is real, so why take it too seriously? Sounds interesting, right? But if that intrigued you, the next thing will surely get you locked in. Deadpool seems to create a gray area between anti-hero and outright villain. His actions are somewhat ambiguous, and he can be seen as both good and evil at the same time. Though he is portrayed as a man who is violent and a mercenary, he has his moments of heroism. For example, there was a scene where he saved a teenage girl from committing suicide, which also proved that he has a kind personality which is not revealed most of the time. But that's not all. The thing that makes Deadpool so interesting is his ethical area. He is a man of his own principles, which are not necessarily legal or moral in the conventional sense. This complexity is seen in his actions. He has kidnapped an old blind lady, but then he let her go. He's also gone to the extremes against anyone he considers to be evil, such as when he murdered his therapist after the man was found to be a pedophile. It's pretty amazing, right? But what follows is even more interesting. The main and probably most significant aspect of Deadpool is that he's quite unpredictable. He can be a hero one moment and a scoundrel the next, and this can be in the same story. This kind of behavior is partly attributed to his psychological disorder caused by his past experiences and the pain he suffers. Deadpool displays symptoms of various mental disorders, including attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, manic depression, and even signs of schizophrenia. His constant chatter and pop culture references aren't just for comedic effect, they're a manifestation of his fractured mind. To make matters even more interesting, underneath all that bravado, Deadpool craves acceptance. His self-loathing is evident in his attempts to connect with others, even if it's through unconventional means. In short, Deadpool's character offers a unique window into the complexities of the human psyche. Beyond the laughs and action, Deadpool's story touches on deeper themes of mental health, loneliness, and the search for acceptance. His struggles remind us that even superheroes, or anti-heroes, grapple with inner demons. This depth, combined with his unpredictable nature, ensures that Deadpool will continue to captivate audiences and spark discussions about the nature of heroism and human resilience. So what do you think? Is Deadpool really a psychopath? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like these. See you next time!